Hello guys, welcome to another video with Gamers Class. This is Shizzy Dota here, and today we're going to be talking about the rune, which is the Illusion rune. And this is a rune that is very underrated compared to all the other runes like Regen, Arcane, Invisibility, and Double Damage. Mostly you will see a lot of streamers and a lot of players just bash on this rune at how useless it is. And in the recent patch, it has been changed. It now works like Manta, right? So the way Manta works is like you can actually debuff a lot of things, and you can dodge a lot of spells with Manta, and so goes for the Illusion rune as well now. But apart from that, there's a lot of other things that you can do with Illusion rune if you actually put your mind to it, and that is what you will be seeing in this video. So make sure to stay until the very end. So the first thing you can actually do with Illusion rune is stacking jungle camps. All right, and you can stack a lot actually. Now I do recommend for this procedure, this play right here, stacking a lot of jungle camps. You do need a boot for this. In this particular scenario, I did not have a boot. All right, but if you do have a boot, it is very easy to stack at least 3 to 4 camps at the same time, and that is exactly what I'll be showing you guys now. So yeah, so you hit this camp at 53, then you hit this camp at like 55, and then you hit this one at 56 or 57. Now, since I did not have a boot, it was slightly hard to stack this camp, right? Otherwise, this would be a triple stack. Now, something else you can do as well is you can put one illusion here, right? You can hit this at 53, hit this at 55. Okay, this will double stack. And then you can keep this illusion over here. You hit this camp at 53. You hit this camp at 55. And you actually stack like 4 camps. And you're stacking ancients as well. But it's just easier to keep one illusion here. And then you can like farm this entire stack all the way together. But the most effective way would be to stack these 2 camps and these 2 camps. You can double stack them, and you do require a boot to do this. Without the boot, it is much harder to do it. It is still possible, but it is recommended that you have a boot or face boots, or more movement speed you have, easier it is to do it, because you have to walk from here to here, from here to here, you know. So it's just better with more movement speed. And like apart from that, overall you can stack a lot of other camps as well. If you're not going for double stacks, you can stack any camp with illusion runes, and it will help you effectively pace up your farm. Apart from stacking camps, you can actually dodge a lot of spells and debuff a lot of spells as well in the game. These are some of the heroes that you can dodge spells from, and you can actually dodge a lot of items as well, such as Orchid if you're Orchided, or Atos if you're Rooted, Chained, Westled, if you have Napalm on you, if you have Venom's Gale on you, if you have Drought Silence, like the list just goes on. Alright, so anything that is debuffable, anything that you can debuff or dispel, can be done by Illusion rune or Manta. Since the Illusion rune now works like Manta, it's pretty much the same thing. So and all of those are gone. Now, apart from dodging spells, you can actually push waves really fast as well. Now, this pushing waves factor really depends on what kind of hero you're playing. For example, if you're playing a Morphling, which I recommend this rune, like I think it's the best on Morphling because your illusions are so strong. So if you're playing a Morphling, you can push waves with your illusion rune really fast, and you can boost up your farm with this. If you're playing a support, or I mean, if you really just want to do this, you can also cut waves with your illusion rune, and this can actually give you a lot of benefits in a lot of scenarios. You can just cut the waves like this without having any kind of risk at your end. Like if the enemy kills your illusions, it doesn't really matter, right? So you can cut waves with your illusions, and this can be very effective. Now, pushing waves with illusion is the best on most agility heroes. because agility heroes have a lot of agility, and your illusions, they entirely depend on how much agility you have, or the base attribute that you have. So for example, if you're playing a strength hero, or if you're playing an intelligence hero, for a strength hero to do a lot of damage with his illusions, you need to have a lot of strength. If you're playing an intelligence hero, it's the same. You need to have a lot of intelligence, and it goes on. Illusions do not take extra damage, like they do not get extra damage from items like divine or something that give basic damage. So if you buy a divine, your illusions really don't get much damage out of it. So now I have a divine. I'm gonna show it to you guys. That the illusions don't really benefit from divine. It benefits from stats, and that's why you will see that a lot of agility heroes buy Manta, right? That is the reason why. On top of it, they like to buy stats like Scotty, like E-Blade, S and Y. You know, you will see people buying stats, and it is for this very reason. You will see CK buy heart, drums, halberd, these kind of stat items that will give him more strength, so his illusions do more damage. So we've talked about how we can stack jungle camps. We've talked about how we can cut waves and push waves with the illusion rune. We've also talked about how we can dodge spells and debuff spells, and the most important thing I would say is baiting enemies with your illusion rune. Now this is all theoretical, so it's something that I really can't show you guys, but I think you guys will get the idea of how this works, and I'm pretty sure most people have seen this happen in their pubs where they get baited by illusion rune. And I mean, this could be in a lot of scenarios. You could use your illusion rune to bait the enemy to use echo, bait the enemy to use doom. But when you're doing it, you have to be very careful of one thing. You have to use your illusion as if it's a real hero. That means you have to control the illusion in a way where the enemy believes that you have is like a real hero. A smart player would instantly recognize if it's an illusion by the damage that you're doing to creeps. So what you want to do is, oh, we're really unlucky with the illusion here. Okay, we got it. So the way you want to bait enemies, guys, that's something I can tell you guys, is the way you want to bait enemies is when you have one illusion, you only want to show one illusion, obviously, okay? And on top of it, you want to control your illusion in a way that you would control your own hero. Now, for example, if I have, let's say, these items, right? The enemy knows the kind of damage I'm doing. And if I start hitting creeps like this, they already know it's an illusion. Like, you can clearly see it's an illusion. So you want to control your hero in a way where you're not hitting creeps, but you're also using it as a hero. Most people just do not control illusions. They think it's a useless rune, and they don't really control it. So they just like let the illusions be AFK or do whatever they want with it, you know? Like, they just leave it AFK in most scenarios. But if you're using your illusion, and I mean, if you have a taunt, it's even better. If you're taunting like this, it just makes the enemy even more tilted, and they're gonna use echo, doom, or any kind of big spell, and that could be a game changer. They could even use chrono. But remember, it's very easy for a smart enemy to know that your illusion is an actual illusion if you're hitting creeps. And yeah, those were the 4 tips and 4 big pointers for illusion rune. I hope you've learned something in this video, and if you have any other further questions, you can always ask me on the Gamers Classes Discord. I will gladly answer them. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next video.